Tighten it. Hare, Hare, Hare. He's made it lower now. Hare, Hare. He's making it softer. He doesn't make it higher. Problem with him. Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Can you hear clear? So when I chant, I chant slowly. So you go according to my speed, not speeding. Some kitchen is here. You have kitchen here? There's spices there. Vijay is in charge. Yes. Namahom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaho Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Desha Tarine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindaya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Hare Krishna Maha Mantra ki Thai Go Premanande Hare Hare Bol. So my name is Bhakti Brhat Bhagavat Swami. I joined ISKCON in 1983, which is about 41 years ago. And I entered the sannyas ashram in 2009, which is about 13, 14 years ago. So this computer is doing what? I only can see darkness there. If you pull that down, then it will be better. That's fine, pull it down. So it would be better for me to serve you if you ask me questions. In that way, I can respond and reciprocate in what you actually would want to know more about. You have a question? You have another microphone? The sound is okay for everyone? It's clear? Can you? What do you say? You have to make it louder, that's what you're saying. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Now he's making it muffled. No, this person doesn't know about sound. Do you know about sound? So why are you interfering? You don't know, but it's gone worse. She can't even hear at all now. Who knows how to operate that system and don't make it muffled? You're making it muffled, basic. You have to make it clear and louder, that's all. Or maybe that sound system has its limitations. Now, that's a third hand going there. Is a fourth one also going? She can't hear. You cannot hear that. Can you hear me? I'm asking her because you closer. What's your name? Can you hear me? When I asked you what's your name, did you hear me? You're Tripti. It's clear now? So can you keep away from it now? What's your name? Tarun Krishna Prabhu. Okay.
Well, I have a question that we chant this song Gauranga Bolite Bulaka Sharira Hari Hari Bolite Nayane Nayane. But like this stage, coming to that when we chant Gauranga, we get
Take the cartels and leave it.
we our body clamps and then we chant Hari Hari, our tears come on our eyes. Like current state, it seems like impossible, and it seems like not possible. What is that? We don't understand only.
Whose way?
I don't understand only that.
What you want to understand?
So like how to reach that stage? What I should do in my life so that I can reach that stage or can go ahead. Like,
You know, for me, I'm struggling with my spiritual practices, me personally. So I struggle to chant my japa, but material life is a bitter struggle, material life. But spiritual life is a sweet struggle. It's a struggle, but it's a sweet struggle. So I'm just struggling with my basics in Krishna consciousness to try to chant my japa nicely and attentively by hearing the Maha Mantra. So I'm not sure about this other stage you're speaking about. Because the initial stages of my practice, spiritual practice, I'm still in those initial stages. So I really can't answer your questions about like crying and ecstasy or whatever that may be for you. Next question.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, my name is Omkareshwar. Omkareshwar.
Omkar.
Uh, my question is like the way you said, you were studying spiritual practices.
Uh,
Many other devotees we see they are having a lot of bodily constraints.
uh,
We see many devotees they have bodily constraints.
yes, the body is designed for suffering.
But still like
Is the body designed for suffering or not?
my question is,
So why we want to overcome something that cannot be overcome?
what keeps you like motivated, but still you are doing so much seva?
What keeps
Keeps you doing services motivated?
is to have a good sadhana and follow a good morning program. That gives me the necessary nutrition and strength to move along further and never give up. Next question. Name. Okay, Anuk. Anuk means unique name. Okay, Anuk, go ahead.
actually become strict in morning.
You don't have to become strict in the morning program. You just have to become normal.
There's a lot of place.
No, normal means you take rest early and you rise early. And normal means that you have to apply voluntary force. So sadhana means devotional service and practice. And to practice devotional service means you have to apply a voluntary force to rise early in the morning, and you also have to apply voluntary force to take rest early the previous night to rise early in the morning. There may be sometimes exceptional situations where maybe there may be an emergency or the body is more sick than usual, or there may be some late night uh, engagement or activity, so you couldn't take rest early, but that's not daily. That's not on a normal day. And we should try to complete our japa, uh, which should be like the first activity on our to-do list for the day. At the same time, if you are a father or a husband, or if you're a mother and a wife, you cannot neglect your responsibilities in relation to the children and family members, in the mornings especially. So you may have to adjust when you are chanting. Srila Prabhupada mentioned to one, there were two devotees and they joined the ashram. And she was a brahmacharini, that means she wasn't married and she joined very young. And she was living in the ashram in the Los Angeles temple. And there was another brahmachari who also joined and living in the brahmachari ashram. So after several years, uh, they became attached to each other. And then they requested Srila Prabhupada that we want to get married. So Srila Prabhupada blessed them, and he also did the marriage ceremony. So then Srila Prabhupada told them that now you cannot live in the ashram because now you are from brahmachari or brahmacharini and you moved on to a grihastha ashram. So you need to live outside the temple. So they rented an apartment near the temple, and then subsequently both of them began working. And then they moved away from the temple. So when Srila Prabhupada came again to Los Angeles temple in 3764 Watsika Avenue near Venice Beach Boulevard, so she approached Srila Prabhupada and she said that, Srila Prabhupada, I was much happier when I was not married and living in the temple. So Srila Prabhupada said, how is that? She said, well, I could attend the full morning program from Mangalati till through to Bhagavatam class and through to honoring breakfast prasadam. But now that, I am with child now and I'm a mother already, a child will be born, so I do not know what to do. And Srila Prabhupada indicated that you must do two things at least. He said you must complete your 16 rounds of japa before 10 o'clock in the morning. This is for her because she's married and she's a mother. She will become a mother. And at the same time, you must hear Srimad Bhagavatam or read Srimad Bhagavatam. If you cannot read Srimad Bhagavatam, then you can hear one of my lectures, my recorded tapes. So Prabhupada said we should not compromise on those two things. Chanting was japa and hearing or reading Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Srila Prabhupada encouraged her and told her that, but it won't be for long. After the child is born, then you may also struggle with that in the morning. But as the child grows up, then you can normalize your full morning program again. That's for the mother. As for the father, before he goes to work, he should try to complete all 16 rounds of japa and Srimad Bhagavatam before he goes to work. I'm speaking like that because most of you are working, right? Right? You're not living regularly every day in the ashram. You live in the ashram?
Youth center.
You're studying or working? You're not married. I don't understand. You're trying to marry Srimad Bhagavatam. That means you may not do it, but you're trying. If you're married to Srimad Bhagavatam already, then you won't get married otherwise. So you have some difficulty to follow the morning program in the base? Yes, sometimes it's fine, but on a regular normal day, you should do the morning program. It gives you juice, it gives you rasa. It may be a sweet struggle, but at the same time, you feel nourished at the end of the morning program, and you feel protected for the rest of the day. You feel protected from your own desires not to be executed into activity that are unfavorable. Okay. Any question? Microphone here. Say Maharaj. I should have brought my danda. What's your name?
My name is Paramita. Paramita.
Paramita. What it means?
It means to be good friend to someone.
Only one person. We should be friendly to everyone, but intimacy means you have a friend, but friendly in a general sense. Okay, Paramita, what is it?
Maharaj, I'm coming to this one since last 6 months and started thinking and
Started chanting in japa. You have beads. You brought it with you. Show me. Show me the beads. Nice. Put it back in the bead bag. And you have counter bead? Vijay. Where's the counter bead? Vijay asked you to be responsible for this little service. It's not a big deal, you know. Just one counter bead. Suddenly Silas has to go and manufacture it and bring it. You bring. How you manufacture this so quickly? Everyone chant. Hare So someone can show how to put it into the side of the bead bag. What's your name? Tanushree. You came with Mama behind you, right? Face is same. Tanushree, you have beat bag. You have counter beats. Where? Oh, we need another one. Bring one more. Tanushree doesn't have. What happened? Counter beats. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Your name is Parama? Paramita. Tanushree, this is like a. That one is simple. This looks a little complicated. You like this? Good? Yeah. Where's Mama's weight bag? She has counter beats. Okay. Okay. Paramita. So you've been coming for about 6 months. And how many rounds of japa you chant daily? So now you're going to keep count, right? Yeah. So which devotee here is guiding you along? No, put the microphone on. Yes, that's good. Harini. Where's Harini? No, Harini is sufficient. And you have who else? Where's Shivani? She's not yet today. Okay, Harini, you are guiding her, right? Yes or no? So Harini is your godmother. Who is she? It's higher than Guru. Godmother. She's not God, she's godly. Godmother. Good? So she's going to guide you slowly to come to at least 16 rounds daily. You okay? Yeah. But you're managing 12, right? But you're not coming below. Yeah, you should be careful. Huh? Don't go below. Slowly 13, then 14, 15, 16. You'll guide her, right? Okay, good. So when you guide her, make sure you do your 16 rounds first. Okay, Harini Mataji? Yeah. And then when she comes to 13 rounds from 12, then you invite her to your home and you give her a big feast. And you have to ask her what she likes to eat. Paneer you like? And when she comes to 14, then another feast. So that means you look forward to the feast. In order to look forward to the feast, she have to increase once. Is that a good deal? So make sure you fast the previous day to go to her house. What's your nice question or comment?
Firstly, thank you for telling me how to do the Maharaj. I have a daughter, 20 months old. So
20?
months. So she's 22 years in 2 months.
So she's 2 years young. Why you said old? Good. Where's she now?
When I came, she was sleeping at bed one day.
And who's with her now?
My husband is there.
So you instructed him to take care of the baby so you can come here.
I put her to sleep.
Huh?
I put her to sleep.
So he agreed. Good. So you in control. Spiritually. Spiritually, you in control. Yeah, good. So, Harini, did you get darshan of a baby? What's your baby's name?
Mishita.
Mishita. So, make sure you see the baby and take some gift for the baby. We like to give, you know. What is it?
Yeah, the question is, Maharaj, so what is your favorite pastime of Lord Shri Krishna? Why?
That's personal. What is your favorite pastime?
When Mother Yashoda tied Shri Krishna to the tree and then it was not getting tied because it was always short.
So, what's the significance of that?
Then we can tie Shri Krishna only with Bhakti.
Nice. That is also one of my favorite pastimes. Is that okay for now? Tell me one more. Tell me. Tell me one more. Srila Prabhupada said that the Krishna book is like a rasagulla. You know what's rasagulla? You like? Harini? So, when you taste the rasagulla, from which side you start? Tell me.
It will be sweet. I put entirely in the wrong one.
Oh, she eat. No, if it's a big rasagulla, from which side will you start? Which is the starting point of the rasagulla? Any side, yes. So Krishna book is like that. You can start from any pastime, and it's like rasagulla. There's no beginning and end, and there's no starting point to end. See? So you continue to read Krishna book. It's like rasagulla. From any side you can start. Give a microphone. So you got the counter beat now. So what that means? Tell me.
Start chanting.
No, you have to not you have to. Have to means I'm not forcing you.
I am
You can try. He also said try, what Bhagavata. So how many rounds will you begin to commit daily? Like 1 round, 2 round, say?
I do 2 rounds.
Or you commit to 2 rounds. That's great. Now you have a counter beat, so you can do 2 rounds. See? And Mama, how many rounds she does? So Mama will guide you to 3 rounds, 4 rounds. And as you increase, then you can ask her your favorite prasad as you increase. What's your favorite? Your favorite prasadam? Favorite preparation?
I like the whole prasad.
Huh?
It's all good. Whatever.
All is not one. There's something maybe you're attracted to eat more. What is that? And every day they have to do abhishek. What prasad? What sweet or what sabji or what savory? Rasagulla. You make sure. Huh? Every time she goes, it's like from 2, she'll go 3, then you make 3 rasagulla. She goes 4, then she knows she'll get 4 rasagulla. She comes to 16, she'll get 16 rasagullas. But don't reduce the size of the rasagulla. Okay, Mata? Good? Good deal, right? And one day you'll do 64 rounds and tell Mata it's 64 rasagullas. And you can refrigerate and eat as you leisure. It's okay? Next question. We can pass the microphone back to any of you there too. Yes. Name.
My name
Hold it close.
my name is Mukul. So
Mukund.
Mukul.
Mukul.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think my question is, how is like 50, so there comes the description that initially all the Pejas was
All the
all the population was
Praja.
Peja was originated by Prajapatis, and there comes that they live in big mansions, palaces,
Who?
like Daksh Prajapati.
Huh?
Daksh Prajapati.
Daksha.
Yes, that means like they are the initial ones who originated all the population, produced all the population.
You like to go there?
So
Then what's the question?
the question is that then how they can have other workers in the palaces
Other?
because they were the initial ones.
Other what?
Other workers.
If the Daksha Prajapati, they were the initial producers, how could they, in their palace there will be other servants and maid servants?
I think to answer that question, you have to meet Lord Brahma. You know Lord Brahma. You know him, right? Do you know him? Because that's his service. See? So I cannot tell you the answer of somebody else's service because they know how they do that service. See? So when you meet Lord Brahma, you can ask him because he's in charge of creation and populating the universe. One time, um, during Srila Prabhupada's time, um, um, and at that time in the world, the highest building in the world was in New York City, which is called the Empire State Building. At that time, now may be different, maybe Burj Khalifa or something in Dubai. Yeah. But that was the highest building. Yeah. So Srila Prabhupada was in New York, and so and there were some new people there. So some devotees brought new people to hear from Srila Prabhupada and meet Srila Prabhupada. So after the class, Srila Prabhupada asked for questions. So there's one new person. He thought that Srila Prabhupada will know everything. You getting it? Yeah. So he asked Srila Prabhupada, he said, can you tell me how many windows are there in the Empire State Building? Then Srila Prabhupada kind of looked at him and he said, that's easy. You can ask the architect who made the building. So he knows how many windows that he created for the building. He said, I don't know. See? So you're asking me a similar question, but I don't know because Brahma knows and Pradapati, Daksha knows. So when you meet them, you can ask. I said, okay. And then to help that the person who asked the question to ask proper questions. And Srila Prabhupada says, I said, I don't know anything, but I know the knower of everything. And who is that? Krishna. Is okay. Understood. I thought he wanted to become a maid servant in the palace of Daksha or something. No. Microphone here. Yeah, microphone. Put on
Hare Krishna.
your name again.
My name is Tarachand. Tara Chand.
Tara Chand. Okay.
Star and Moon.
Huh?
Star and Moon.
Star and moon, Tara Chand.
Tara Chand. Let's keep it simple.
So who gave you the name?
My parents, I think.
So you are a star on one side and you're cooling on the other side, like the moon.
Yes.
Are you like that? For your parents, maybe not for others.
Yeah.
Good?
Yes.
So tell us.
Yeah. I'm very new to the.
You are not new. You just came late.
Yes. Yes, we can say.
Okay.
So I just started coming to this time, 1, 2 months.
Okay.
I
So
have
can
one
I
curious question.
can I ask you a question before you ask your curious question? So how did you know about this place and how did you come? How did you get information that you came here?
First, about this one, I always knew.
Mhm.
But about this center, I wasn't aware that it's nearby for my place.
So you just came on your own.
No, we had in India, we had Pran Pratishtha Samaroh of Ram Temple. So locally also in our nearby temple, there was Samaroh where I think some ISKCON center folks came by.
Where's
I
that?
got to know about the center.
Vijay, where's that? He was in some samadhi somewhere. He can't remember. He's not of this world, so what to do? Okay, so that's how you saw the devotees.
That's how I knew that. I came to know that this center is so near
To you.
me.
Okay, nice.
So I
Nice.
started coming now. I think I'm regular.
Nice.
Sunday
Okay. So which devotees are you connected to? Like you speak to?
we have here this Sunday Harmendra Prabhu, who is
Who?
Harmendra Prabhu.
Amendra. Where is he?
He's traveling.
Traveling. And another name?
Swarup Prabhu.
Where's Swarup? He's behind you. He's behind you. Nice. Okay, so you're connected to devotees. That's
Yes.
good. So tell me what you're curious about.
It might be a very basic question. What is,
No, it's not materialistic and it won't be basic, but it may be simple, which is fine.
okay. I'm just getting introduced to the spiritual world, I would say, and the path to reach Lord Krishna, I hope. But so far, I'm all the time more thinking about the society, the nation, our responsibilities towards society and nation. What taught to us like childhood. So what is if one is getting into a spiritual path? What do you think should still be the responsibilities towards the society and the nation? What we know as citizen of the country.
Mhm. So Dinesh, can you sit on a chair and don't hold your knees? If you need to sit on a chair, there's many chairs, so be as comfortable. Give him a chair. So you have a family?
Yes.
Sure.
My wife is here.
Hare Krishna Mata. What he calls you affectionately? What's your name? Sandhya. So children,
Yes.
how old?
18, almost 18.
Okay, he's a young adult. Okay. Is he here too today? No. He came with you. Okay. So it's important that when you come to Krishna consciousness, that your son must see you as a better father. Your son must not see you as a devotee. And it's important that when you're in Krishna consciousness, that Sandhya sees you as a better husband and father to your son. So Krishna consciousness is not about reducing your responsibilities in family life or community life. Krishna consciousness makes you a better father, a better husband, better wife, a better mother. We okay so far?
So far,
Yeah. So in community service or social services for the country, you can continue doing that. And when those that you are serving with who are not yet in Krishna consciousness, they may ask you, how is it that you used to do the same thing before, but now you have more enthusiasm to do this more and more to help people? Where are you getting that enthusiasm from? So when your son asks you, you know, I know you, Papa, since I was born, but it seems like you are changing and you're a better father. So he may ask you, where is that coming from? Hmm?
I hope he does in future. Yes.
No. What we are saying is that there's no question of force in Krishna consciousness to force somebody else to become a devotee. Yeah. But by your very improvement in moral, social, and ethical values and temperament and so forth in relation to others who already know, Krishna consciousness brings on better qualities of a devotee in life to others who may not know that you're a devotee. And then they'll inquire. So when they inquire, then they'll be interested also in taking to Krishna consciousness. So you should not become responsible, irresponsible as a father and a husband, or even as a son to your parents. Let them see that you're becoming a better son. That's all. Is that all right?
Yes.
It's an important question you asked for the benefit of everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was important.
Because sometimes there's a tendency with devotees to become fanatical. Like, see? Like you may get a young adult who's not married and is working now but is living in the base. See? So he may go home and his mother wants to cook for him. So he'll tell his mother, you cannot cook for me anymore. So you know what? I'm your mother. You are 28 years old. I don't know what you're doing in some place and you're working. And then suddenly you're telling me I can't cook for you? How will the mother feel?
Very
Yes. She says there's something wrong with this boy. He's not accepting me as a mother anymore. And I'm feeling insecure. I'm losing my son. See? What he's meant to do is that show his mother that he's a better son. See? Then I give the example that the father comes and he says, how dare you tell your mother that she cannot cook for you? She brought you up, she breastfed you, she put you through school, she was affectionate to you for the last 27 years. Now you're 28 years old and you're coming after 1 year home and you're telling your mother this, like that. Then he tells his father, I also had many fathers in the past life. You're just one of them. And then he tell everyone, I'm applying the Krishna conscious philosophy. That is fanaticism. A devotee, as he grows, he becomes more conscience based, not consciousness. conscience. Conscience means it's developed that it does not bring any pain, anxiety, and stress and depression to any living entity. What do you speak of your parents? Some of you can relate to this, right? Everyone. Naughty fellows. You have to change now. But then if I give them the microphone, but Maharaj, uh, they are not vegetarians, they eat non-veg. So what? When your mother feeds you, she's feeding you with affection. She's not feeding you with pap or sin. But you don't have to eat non-veg. And then slowly you turn the tide. You can tell your mama, I became vegetarian, and you can still cook for me, but vegetarian, separate pots. Yes, what are you into? No, I'm following a process of becoming vegetarian, but also I like Lord Krishna and I offer my food to him. Oh, become sadhu? No, I'm still your son. You're cooking for me. You won't get married? No, we'll talk about that later. Thank you for the question. Sandhya, watch out for him. Eh? If he associates with me too much, he may take sannyas. Be careful. Okay, Sandhya? If you have any complaints, you can tell me. Oh, you got the microphone, Mata? What do you say? Amma, tell us. Yeah. Jai, Hare Krishna. Sa Sada Nandini Lakshmi Priya. So Lakshmi follows you. Okay.
Question about as a mother, what I'm feeling difficult is children in Krishna consciousness, but not showing much interest to chanting or any devotional process. How much we may educate them also, but somehow the material, otherwise friends, peer pressure, or anything else, also distractions are becoming more. And how to make them keep in Krishna consciousness and how to make them taste Krishna consciousness. And that's what everyday means. Everyday insisting is not so good. Also, always giving pressure doesn't look good. That's what my problem. I have to come to know the solution.
So give the microphone to the Mataji behind you. Second, no, behind you. Yeah. So when she was speaking, you were shaking your head. Yes. She's asking the right question. So what do you feel about her question? What's your name?
My name is Shashwati.
Shashwati. So you agree with what she's asking. And what else?
Uh, I was fortunate to be born in a devotee family, but I faced this problem when I was growing up. I was not interested in Krishna consciousness. I felt like I was being forced, and but eventually I realized and I followed this. But I would say that it's seeing my parents set an example for me that inspired me to practice Bhakti.
So there may have been a gap when you were growing up as a teenager and then now you're an adult where you were not interested in Krishna consciousness. So then what made you come back to it?
The happiness and relief that I felt while chanting or while being in association with devotees. And I felt the difference being with my karmi friends or with devotees. I felt the difference. And,
Yes. So for our children, she has answered your question. That let the children experience what is avidya, ignorance, material life, and experience what is vidya or Krishna conscious knowledge and practices. And let them make the choice. But if you force somebody to do something, then they'll be inimical and rebellious to it. But you give them both choices. See? So in that respect, the children must always know that my mother and father are there for me even if I make a mistake. Even if I make a mistake. So that should be the main thing. So your parents were always there for you? In a sense, right? Your parents were always there for you, even if you were not interested and made some mistake. So that should be the consciousness of the children. I know my mama wants to be me to be a devotee, but I don't feel like it. But at the same time, she's still my mother and she'll always be there for me, even if I am not fulfilling her desires in terms of being a devotee. But at least my mama will not reject me. She'll still be there for me. That must be embedded in the consciousness of the children. That no matter what I do, even if I do something wrong, I can still go up to my mother and father and take shelter and solace from them. She has answered your question in a practical way in her own life. I didn't know, I just thought maybe she should say something. But she was saying yes, yes, like that while you were answering the question. Then I was realizing, but she's much younger than you. So what is it that she is realizing that she can contribute to the discussion? Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What's your name?
Nandita.
Nandita. You came with family.
No, I don't have any family.
How can you say that? Your family is right here. How many members you have in the family?
Many.
Yes. So you are secure, don't worry.
Yes, yes. With Krishna's blessing.
Yes.
Maharaj, I have question related to Srimad Bhagavatam. So in
So even Matasis can get married to Srimad Bhagavatam? Why only Prabhus? Naughty fellow. Go ahead.
so in 2:7:23, it, it is mentioned that Lakshmi Mataji is internal potency, while Durga Mataji is external potency of Lord. And also somewhere it is mentioned about plenary expansions.
Hmm.
So I'm not clear about potencies and expansions, plenary expansions.
But you can be clear of one thing. You chant japa, right?
Yes.
That's clear.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'll respond to you. Continue to chant japa though. Because if you chant japa, then the answer becomes clear. If you don't chant japa, you're still like bewildered by the answer. So it takes some time to digest. Good? So an expansion of an expansion of an expansion of an expansion of Krishna, sometimes 7 times or sometimes 8 times, the personality's name is Mahavishnu. See? So this Vishnu is Maha. He's the super soul of the entire material creation. See, we cannot fathom the size because it's beyond our limitations of our measurement and experience. Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu lies in the Karana ocean. Karana in and another name for Mahavishnu is Karana Vrikshahi Vishnu. So the Karana ocean is not subtle, but it is completely spiritual. Because Karana Jal becomes Ganga. See? When Vamanadev pierced coverings of the material universe, Ganga came. So Mahavishnu, he lies on this Karana. It's not an ocean that can be seen. You're thinking he's in air, when we can see the painting. So he is in Yoga Nidra. See? So when he's in yoga nidra, he is like eyes are closed. So internally associates with the personality called Rama Devi. Not Rama, but Rama. Rama is Lord Ramachandra. The first A is long. This is Rama. The second A is long. Rama Devi. So Rama Devi is the original Mahalakshmi. See? So when Mahavishnu associates internally with Mahalakshmi or Rama Devi, because he's Mahavishnu, she's Mahalakshmi. So, Mahalakshmi or Rama Devi, she has one maidservant. And the maidservant is called Maya Devi. Okay? So Maya Devi is hovering outside of Mahavishnu, and Rama Devi, which cannot be seen, is internally placed in Yoga Nidra for Mahavishnu. And he enjoys an association which nobody can see because she's internally placed in the consciousness. So when Maya Devi sees the ecstasy of the Yoga Nidra feature, the spiritual slumber of Mahavishnu, she desires to associate with Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu becomes interrupted, interrupted by his internal ecstasy called Yoga Nidra, and he opens his eyes. And when he opens his eyes, he can see why he's being interrupted by Maya Devi's desire to associate with him. So he looks at Maya Devi. But when he looks at Maya Devi, it's like an interrupted glance. Why do you want to associate with me when you are meant to serve Rama Devi because you are the maidservant? So internally, Rama Devi realizes when Mahavishnu opens his eyes and he glances, she sees that the glance of Mahavishnu is moving towards Maya Devi. We okay so far? As simple as I can put it. Everything is in Brahma Samhita in the first three cantos of Srimad Bhagavata. I'm just simply trying to explain. So when that glance moves, immediately Rama Devi feels, oh, how can my Pati, Mahavishnu, associate without my permission to my maidservant, Maya Devi? So she catches the purpose of the glance. Now remember, Mahavishnu is not associating with Maya Devi directly. See? Just like I'm looking at you, right? But I'm associating with you by looking at you, but at the same time, I'm not with you. So there's no contamination. So the glance is moving to associate with Maya Devi, not Mahavishnu himself. So then Rama Devi or Mahalakshmi catches that glance and she transforms it by energizing it with Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and Icha Shakti. So Kriya Shakti means that my Pati cannot directly associate with you. He can only associate with Maya Devi through Rama Devi. That's my mercy. Icha Shakti means that, okay, we are fulfilling Maya Devi's desire. Icha means desire, but through Rama Devi, through Mahalakshmi. And Jnana Shakti means that now you need to know why this glance is coming to you. Knowledge. See? So when Rama Devi or Mahalakshmi catches that purpose of that moving glance, then it enters into Maya Devi. See? And then Maya Devi becomes Udara Shakti. Udara means womb. And she becomes the womb of the material nature, where all the conditioned souls are being projected into the material universes thereafter as Garbhodakshahi Vishnu. Garbha means womb. Garbhodakshahi is an expansion of Mahavishnu, womb, in each universe. So when that glance enters into, you could say, Maya Devi, who's known as Yonishu, Yoni means womb. That purpose of the glance becomes Shambhu. See? So Shambhu is a form of Mahavishnu that enters into Udara Shakti. So therefore, when people worship Lord Shiva, they don't know this, but we know this. So they worship a lingam first, lingam. So that lingam is called Shambhu, which is Mahavishnu's glance projected through the agency of Rama Devi or Mahalakshmi into Udara Shakti. And when you see the lingam, you'll see there's an accommodating chamber. When they pour the milk comes out of this trough. So that is called Maya Devi, becoming Udara Shakti, the womb of material nature. So this gives the mundane living entities the first seed or desire of mundane sex desire. That's how it happens. We okay so far? Yeah. So then Udara Shakti, who is the womb of material nature, takes on a personality. And that personality is called Parvati. And Shambhu takes on a personality, the lingam, and that personality becomes Sada Shiva, not Shiva. Sada means always auspicious. Sada Shiva. And they live in a planet called Sadashiva Loka, which is between Haridam, Vaikuntha, and between Durgadam, the material nature. See? So between Haridam and Durgadam, you get Mahesh Dham. It is the border between spiritual and material worlds. And there they have two sons, Kartikeya and Ganapati. They live there. We okay so far? Now, Sadashiva is not a demigod. He is an Abbas Rupa or a form of Mahavishnu through the glance of Shambhu. And Parvati is not a Devi, she's not a demigoddess. She is the shadow or reflected form of Maya Devi, who is the maidservant of Rama Devi or Mahalakshmi. A special category. So all this is called Shiva Shakti. It's not living entities and neither it is the Supreme. It's not Vishnu Tattva, neither Jiva Tattva, but Shakti Tattva. We okay so far? Yeah. So Sada Shiva, he sits at home and he meditates. So one time in his meditation into this particular universe, so Sada Shiva in his meditation, he has to go to work, office. So from Sada Shiva Loka in his meditation, he comes to Brahma's eyebrows. And because Brahma was angry at the four Kumaras, they will not progenate, or populate the universe. They took celibate vows. So when Brahma got angry, then Sadashiva realized he has to go to office. He comes to Brahma's eyebrows. Now Sadashiva is not Jiva Tattva, but Brahma is. So when he comes to the agency of Brahma's eyebrows, then he becomes the demigod Shiva. And he becomes the head of the demolition squad, and he dances Tandava Nitya in Mount Kailash. So he is in charge of Tamagun and destructing everything. But that's Shiva, the demigod, because he came to the agency of a Jiva Tattva, Brahma's eyebrows. Therefore, is known as Rudra. It's like angry. to destroy. So one time Sadashiva again he went back home through the meditation from Kailash and he went back to Sadashiva Loka. So he was sitting there and while he was sitting, he went back into meditation. See? And this time when he went back into meditation, he started laughing while going back to office. See? Because he was laughing when he was seeing Ramachandra is so henpecked, in Dandakaranya forest as if he lost Sita. He's saying, Sita, Sita, where are you? But Sita was never kidnapped by Lord Rama, by Ravana. That's a Maya Sita. We have evidence of that. See? But he's saying, Sita, where are you? So he was so astonished in Adbhut Ras and he started laughing in ecstasy. So Parvati is next to him. Yeah, he's so happy. He has to share this happiness with me. Yeah. So she pats him a little bit. She's wife, she can pet. So she comes on. So, where did you go? No, I'm here. No. You had your eyes closed and he was laughing next to you. No, I didn't go anywhere. I'm here with you. Can't you see I'm sitting with you? Yeah. No. You were so much in happiness and ecstasy, seeing something. What is it? And then she told, according to Dharma Shastra, 50% of the husband's happiness must be shared by the wife. And then Lord Shiva responded, Sadashiva. He said, my dear Devi, but the other way around is not a good deal for me. If you do something not right, I have to suffer 100%. It's a good deal for wives and mothers. When you get married, if you do something wrong, it's the blame of the husband or the father because he didn't train you nicely and take care of you. He suffers 100%. But if he's happy and benefiting, then you enjoy 50% without doing anything. It's better to be a wife and mother. It's a better deal. Next life. We okay? So Sadashiva is telling Parvati, look, where I went is not good for you because I go to office and office means I can't take you. Why? No, I can't take you. She insisted. And she said something like, no wonder you feel I am less intelligent, right? Parvati is telling, because she is insisting. And he said, if you insist, I am not coming with you, but I'll send you there. So he told Parvati, close your eyes. Because she knows now she'll be empowered by him to go where he goes. But he's not going with her. So Parvati Mataji, she closed her eyes and he closed his eyes. So through the meditation, he made a travel while sitting with her in Sadashiva Loka. So Sadashiva made Parvati travel independently of her, but by his mercy. So she entered in this universe as Durga Mata. Durga Mata is an expansion of Parvati without husband. You'll see a lot of paintings and pictures of Durga. Sadashiva is not there, or Shiva is not there. She's on this nice Vimana in the form of an animal. What's the animal? Lion. Sometimes they say tiger, but still. Yes. Durga is never with Sadashiva. Only Parvati is with. Because she is Patni and he is Pati. But when they leave home, when he goes to work, he cannot take wife. When she leaves home and do her service as the warden of the material world or the mother of the living entities in Durga Dham. So she enters this universe like that. You okay so far? Yeah. Now, Durga, she's the mother of the naughty living entities. They're all naughty. Right? So when some of the living entities, the conditioned souls, becomes more naughty than usual, they give pain to others, they do criminal activities and so forth. Now they're really bad. Right? But Durga tells them, come here. And those naughty or bad living entities, they say, oh, Mata is calling us, but we are scared because Durga transforms into Kali. I'm going to punish you. So when they see the mother is like her tongue is coming out and her eyes are copper red, this is not my mother. This is punishment personified. I'm not going. I'm running away. See? So when Durga wants to punish the living entities who are more naughty than usual, she takes the consciousness of Kali. See? And therefore Kali is the anger manifestation of Durga Mata. And Durga is an expansion of Parvati to leave Sadashivaloka and come into the material world and take the position of the warden of the material world. And Parvati is an Abbas Rupa or a reflected form of Mahalakshmi or Rama Devi, who is a consort of Mahavishnu. We okay so far? And Mahalakshmi or Rama Devi is an expansion of an expansion of an expansion of expansion of Srimati Radharani. We okay? Yeah. So this Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, they are doing work, they are working. But Krishna never works. Krishna plays. You don't get Sadashiva Leela, Parvati Leela, Mahavishnu Leela. You only get Krishna Leela. And at best you'll get Ram Leela. So they were desiring to do service in pastime. So this Mahavishnu, when you see him from the back, is Sadashiva. When you see him from the front, he is Mahavishnu. So this combined form of Sadashiva and Mahavishnu is the form of Advaita Acharya in the Panchatattva. Is that okay? Have I answered your question?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so what's the menu for prasad? What's the menu for prasad? I have a question. Everywhere I go, I ask, no paneer, what is problem? Right? They don't give paneer. And she likes paneer. Next time, huh? For lunch. They're giving lunch here today. Breakfast. You get lunch yet? Tomorrow is lunch. When's the lunch? Vijay, when's the lunch? You're always telling somebody else this. Bipin, when's the lunch? What time? Is the paneer? You make sure there's paneer and you make sure you come back and take paneer. And come with your baby also. Paneer today? Who's sponsoring the milk? Who's sponsoring the milk for paneer today at lunch? Who wants to sponsor the milk? How many liters you need? Mataji, how many liters they need for paneer for, say, 100 devotees? How many liters? He's sponsoring, he needs to know how much to give. And another person sponsoring. Two hands were up there, right? One and Two. Where's the other hand? You sponsor the milk. How many liters? Huh? Don't give the money. We'll ask for the liters first. So we're sponsoring 30 liters of pure cow's milk from Porbandar. Right? So remember, give the 30 liters to him. 15 liters, 15 liters. Okay, good. So now we want to introduce you to one book. It's called Dancing White Elephants, printed by the Bhakti Book Trust, BBT Australia, but printed in Delhi. It says traveling with Srila Prabhupada in India, August 1970 to March 1972. And it's penned down by His Holiness Giriraj Swami, who was one of the original devotees that joined Srila Prabhupada in the first World Sankirtan Party to travel in India. So Srila Prabhupada traveled with his early disciples who he called dancing white elephants, because he said that if I take my Western bodied dancing white elephants to India, and when they see how my boys and girls chant and dance, then the people in India will become devotees to see foreign sadhus. We okay so far? Okay. So they did travel. They traveled Amritsar, Delhi, and Vrindavan, Indore, Surat, Bombay, Adda Kumbh Mela, Allahabad, Gorakhpur, Bombay, Calcutta, Delhi, Madras, Mayapur, and Calcutta. From August 1970, August 1970 to March 25th, 1972, 1 year, 6 months. They went through a lot of trials and tribulations. They didn't even know how to speak Hindi. They didn't have any centers. They had typhoid, cholera, so many diseases, and yet they went every day to chant Hare Krishna and tried to establish Krishna consciousness. We all right? So one senior Mataji was in the party. Her name is Malati Devidasi. So she says in the back of the book, she says, this book is a page turner to the highest degree. Once you begin, you just can't put it down. Through Maharaj's, which means Giriraj Swami, carefully chosen words, you will see the exquisite sights and feel like you're living the experiences that were part of establishing the Hare Krishna movement in India. You will meet incredible devotees who became pillars of this movement through their own storied spiritual growth and advancement. Two devotees joined in India because of them traveling, His Holiness Radhanath Swami and His Holiness Lokanath Swami. It's also in this book. You will meet incredible devotees who became pillars of this movement through their own storied spiritual growth and advancement, and be introduced to seemingly ordinary persons whose lives became transformed by contact with Prabhupada and his dancing white elephants, just they had envisioned. Then Mother Yamuna says, she's late now, Govinda Madi Purusham. Yeah. Throughout our short stay in Amritsar, Srila Prabhupada exhibited superhuman energy, as though the mercy of Lord Nityananda became personified in him. And we would all have to run to keep up with him. So this preaching would just go on non-stop. And the energy that he had for preaching Lord Chaitanya's message of Krishna consciousness was just inconceivable. And then Prabhupada himself says, we have to give protection to any person who is slightly inclined to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We shall give all help, all assistance to such persons. That is our business, not sleeping business, not lazing business. We should be always active. My Guru Maharaj used to say, one who has life will preach. And this book is super dynamic. So there are 20 photo pages inside. It's 400 pages. It's white paper. It's hardbound with a dust cover. See? And I have secured a print run of 13,000 copies for Bharata Bhumi, India. They only printed 20,000 copies. So I brought the price down by securing 65% of the print run. So I get it cheaper than any other Bhaktivinoda Book Trust office or establishment in the world. And then the BBT doubles the price and sends it to the ISKCON temples who double the price to sell and retail. You understand? So I get it cheapest because of 65% of the print run. So this book retails in the US, America, for $19.95, which is about $20. You got it? It was only printed 20,000, but I got 65%, 30,000 print run. So that means $20 in rupees is 1,800 rupees. Got it? Clear? But you are getting it at the print run that I took of 13,000, and you're getting it at 1/3 the price. How much is that? 600 rupees. And I always say, don't buy this book for me for 600 rupees and go to America and sell it for 1,800 rupees. You'll make 1,200 rupees profit. It's only for Bharatbhumi, India. We all right? Now, the temple, they get a discount. So if they take 250 books, I will give them 100 books for free. You understand? Yeah. So far, we have distributed how many books? For Sheshadi, because this center is connected to Sheshadipuram. We have distributed 140 books. We say 140. Okay. So if all of you take 140 plus 110 will be 250, right? You understand? So if they pay me for 250 books, I'll give them 100 books free so that they can help with the construction or whatever. So I came to you today begging that you'll have to take 110 books to make it 250 to get the 100 free. Correct? We okay? Yeah. Now this is how we're going to do it. How many of you were students here and not working? You. But can you afford the book by getting money from your parents? So we cannot give you a sponsored book. We good? So how many of you are earning money? Raise your hand. All of you. Good. So now, how many of you want a book? Raise your hand. Raise your hand high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many of you want to take 2 books? One for your friend. How many of you cannot afford the book? Although you may be working. You don't want to say it in public. So how can we get 110 books distributed here so that the temple can get 100 books to bring it to 250 and get 100 books free? So we distribute a total of 350 books. 250 times plus 100. We're trying to help the temple. You understand how I work? Yeah. So besides taking a copy for yourself at 600 rupees, can you take another copy and give it to a friend right here in the audience? Because some of them didn't put their hand up. They can't afford 600 rupees. Can't afford, right? Can afford? You? Put your hand up. So that's 11. Who else can afford? It didn't raise their hand. Because Sheshadipuram, one devotee sponsored 12 books for the brahmacharis, in total 20, and other devotees sponsored another 80, right? 80 for all the students in the base who are not working. So that's how we got almost 100 done. Then the other 42, and they took individually on their own. So don't be shy. Who cannot afford the book? Raise your hand. You're going to get a gift without paying. Who cannot afford the book? You're shy to say in public. Come on, we are a family. If you cannot afford the book, raise your hand. We'll give you a book. We good? All right. So again, raise your hand if you're going to take a book. Raise your hand high. 1, 2. Okay, hands are going up. More hands are going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've increased it by 2 more. So who wants to take more than one book to give your friend or something? So who wants to take a book but you can pay later? You don't have the money now. Giving you leeway. You can take the book, but you don't have to give the money immediately. So that's 14. Who else? 15. You can give the money later, whenever you can. So we have 15 books going. Now, who wants to sponsor books on your own and give it on your own to others, friends, family members, other people? You can take more than 2 or 3 or even 10. And so 10 books are 6,000 rupees. We good? So if you need a copy of the book, you'll see this nice devotee Dinesh. At the back, he has stock on that side. And he has the QR code also, except for these 2 or 3 devotees who will pay later. You take their phone number. We good? Now, where's the prasadam? No, I didn't get darshan of the prasadam buckets. Is it here? Oh, good. So who's going to help with prasadam serve out? Go to him. Not all of you. How many you need to help? Which 5 is going to help? If you're younger, go. If you're younger, go. Go to him now. So everyone can repeat after me. Mahaprasade Govinde. Namo Brahmani Vaishnave. Swapa Punyavatan Rajan. Vishvaso Navajayate. Sarira Avidyajao. Jadendriyata Hekao. Jivapela Visaya Sagare. Padmadya Jivati. Lobamoy Sudurmati. Takajata Katina Samsare. Krishna Bodhadoyamoy. Karibara Jiva Joy. Swaprasadana Dilobai. Sayanam Rittapao. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao. Premedako Shri Chaitanya Nitai. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadha. Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Bhagavat Breakfast Prasadam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Kuri Vaishnav Vrinda ki, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare. Okay, you come here. Come. Put it on.
Oh.
So you must take this home and give it to your baby. Don't be selfish for the baby. Hare Krishna. Okay, so you'll have to adjust yourselves to sit, right? So make announcements. Make any announcements, then take this computer away now. So any announcements, make your announcements, and then let them adjust themselves to sit for prasad. Hare Krishna.